Wouldn't want to read that. So every nerd out there jumps on this one by Mock, this website, and they're like, oh, let's see what this is about. But when you read the story, they get you there with the headlines. Then the story reads as follows. An astronomer at Columbia University has a new guess. Right there in the first line, new guess theory, hypothesis. He doesn't know, but he's guessing about how hypothetical alien civilizations might be invisibly navigating our galaxy. So right there in the first few lines of the first paragraph, they tell you, we just hacked you and clickbaited you right into this story. Because what you're reading is fiction. It's so bad that we're telling you up front that none of this is true. It's just us talking about this guy that had an idea that can't be proven. But that's a wonderful headline in that. For all those people that just read the headlines and then share it. Oh, look at this. See, there's aliens exist, George. George, see, I told you aliens exist. They're on there. They're saying they're traveling through the black hole and zapping it, man. I saw those aliens up there in space. I was looking up there after we drank what? After what was a jug of moonshine about a month ago. Remember that? And we were out there in the woods. I told you, we were out there in the woods, and all those lights, flashes, zooms, I told you, those were aliens. And then they abducted me. That's why I was gone for 3 days. I came back, my butt was sore. I couldn't believe it. And this passes for journalism, ladies and gentlemen. In one more companion story before we go to break, quantum time. This is a good one for you. Scientists have built world's first time machine, an experiment which defies the laws of physics. That's exciting. That's going to get you to click and share, isn't it, folks? When you get into the story, you realize that it's just a computer program de-evolving itself. So these researchers use what they call as a qubit, which is the basic unit of quantum information, not quantum particles. The unit that represents 1 0 and both 1 and 0 at the same time. You get it. Pay attention, folks. You're going to learn something right here. This is what is considered journalism and time travel to some people. Researchers ran a evolution program. You get it? See, they just had a unit they used for quantum information inside a computer. See, it wasn't an actual unit. It wasn't an actual unit. See, you have to read a little bit to find that one out. And they program. And all it did, it caused the qubits to enter a complicated changing pattern of 1s and 0s. That's all it did. And during this process, the order was lost. So this is like hitting balls at the start of a game of pool. This is what they're saying. And a separate program then, are you understanding the program? So they didn't really time travel. This is inside of a computer. Program then modified the state of the quantum computer so that it evolved backwards, returning from chaos to order. Journalism from the sun, ladies and gentlemen. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Smoke them if you got them.
Because the John LeBang Show will be right back
after this.
That's guaranteed. Yes.
At Absolute Skin and Body Care, they only use the best laser equipment in the industry so that you receive the best results possible. They'll explain all the procedures in detail and answer all of your questions. Absolute Skin and Body Care. If you're looking for skin rejuvenation, laser lipo, or laser hair removal, call Absolute Skin and Body Care. They're located at 37625 Ann Arbor Road, Suite 105 in Livonia, Michigan. Absolute Skin and Body Care. Their office phone numbers are 248-305-3000. That's 248-305-3000. Absolute Skin and Body Care.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
And it's so much fun.
And welcome back. Apparently Shady told me I looked tired in the break there, so I'm going to try on some glasses, and you guys tell me which one. I'm going with the 3D glasses right now. What do you think? Those of you watching on the Banger Cam, if we still got the Banger Cam on? We do, okay. There we go. I don't want to be showing off video when there's nothing to talk about. So what do you think? The 3D glasses, everything's in 3D. Ooh. Yeah, the cool, I think these are the work glasses. There we go. See, if you're missing all this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just listening to the radio, you try these blue glasses. I don't know what these are from. I don't know. Blue? Hey. Glasses are good. Keeps it dim. I know I'm looking tired. All right, folks. What you've all been waiting for, even though you didn't know you were waiting for it. I saw an excellent little article. I forgot who published it, but that's okay because I'm not going to use their article. I just wanted to use their premise. They were discussing, and this is for all you sci-fi geeks, so anybody who's not a science fiction geek might be leaving really soon. And I apologize for that, but I'm tired. I'm in geekdom. I'm a little hyped up on coffee, zoned out from not sleeping. I think geekdom is a appropriate subject to discuss at this moment. So they're having this little ranking of the best Starfleet captains.
Here's my hand. Hold on.
So we're going to go with the guy on number 5, because I didn't realize, Mr. Bakula.
We are all explorers, driven to know what's over the horizon, what's beyond our own shores.
Then I start going over the top 4. We have Picard, we have Kirk, we have Janeway, and Sisko. Those are the main ones. And I tell you what, it was really hard picking the next 2. But unlike the article, I have to say Commander Janeway was the 4th best. She was a little bit reckless, screwing around with the Borg.
I never realized you thought of me as reckless, Tuvok.
A poor choice of words. It was clearly an understatement.
3rd on the list, by default, and it's unfortunate because he was great. I just think the other 2 are a little bit better.
Commander Worf, prepare to fire torpedoes on my mark.
Detach safeties on torpedoes 1 and 2.
Incoming transmission, it's Eddington.
What are you really up to, Javert? You expect me to believe that a decorated Starfleet officer, the pride of the service, is going to poison an entire planet?
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Benjamin Sisko. In many ways, he was the most important captain in Starfleet in any of the episodes, because he dealt with not only the Dominion War, but he had the Klingons attack. Everything happened at Deep Space Nine. And it was Benjamin Sisko who had to deal with it. And I, for one, really like Deep Space Nine. And if it were not for the other 2 series being so good and the other 2 captains being so prominent, Deep Space Nine would be my favorite Star Trek series. Now I'm debating here. Do I like the original series with Captain Kirk, or do I like Jean-Luc Picard? Jean-Luc, he's like that captain, proper, steady, didn't take much risks. You were always confident in the captain. He listened to his staff. He got opinions from everybody. He had a good crew around him as well. He rarely, I should say, made rash decisions. In the movies, his decisions became more Kirk-like, but in the series, he was he was the statesman of all the captains. But on the other hand, you have James T. Kirk, the original. Kirk is the quintessential leader when it comes to going in there and leading by example. Kirk hardly ever sent anybody on an away team without him going with, I'm leading. I'm going. He would take the brunt of the action more times than not. And he would just push red shirts in the way when it came time for somebody to get zapped with a phaser or a blaster or something.
Hold on. You won't be afraid if you use your mind and think. Think. You can do it. That's it.
Star Trek Next Generation was really the series that was for my generation. We grew up with Captain Jean-Luc Picard, William Riker, Geordi, Data.
Yeah, you are fully functional, aren't you?
Captain Picard.
Tell Gowron, leader of the High Council of the Klingon Empire, that his arbiter of succession, Jean-Luc Picard, needs a favor.
By a hair, being the best captain of all the captains, and James T. Kirk being number 2. If we go with the series, I like the first series better. The second series, the Next Gen, got a little touchy-feely for me.
It is for a mission that could have repercussions throughout the quadrant.
But I think Captain Picard is number 1, Kirk 2, Cisco 3, Janeway 4, whatever his name is, Bakula dude 5, Archer, that's his name, Archer. In fact, if we took him out, I'd like to put in a couple honorable mentions.
We're not on a research mission. Get it done in 2 days.
Jellicoe was one heck of a tough captain. He was very much like Kirk. And I thought he was a much better captain than Archer was. But you only saw him in one episode, and he was made to be the villain because he came in and was tough on the crew.
I don't want to talk about it. Get it done.
And wanted everything ship-shape because they were about to go to war with the Kardashians, and there was no time for a love fest between the captain and the crew. And I liked his take charge nature. Then we have Captain Pike, the predecessor to Kirk. I don't know if he's he's not better than Bakula because Bakula had a whole series, but I don't think he was worse. I didn't like Bakula. I'm not taking into account the new Star Treks. I will have to discover them on my own, which I haven't yet, so bear with me on that.
Something wrong?
Kink in my back. That's it. A little higher. Push hard.
But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the show. Thank you for tuning in. May not have been the wild and craziest show. I'm starting to get a little energy level has been tapering off here towards the end, and the coffee's wearing down.
I want you to conduct the exercises personally, Will. Get it done.
I want to send a thank you to all of my affiliate stations that carry the John LeBang Show. Don't forget to go to our website. That's www.jlebang.com. And with that being said, until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, I'm John LeBang, signing off for now from the Banger Studios. Time to get some Z's.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance